Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In our last lesson, we talked about the definition for diffusion. We also talk about the driving force behind diffusion, which is concentration with gradients. Also, we perform an experiment to explain diffusion using what? Potassium permanganate crystal. Today as well, we are coming to perform another what? Experiment. We are coming to perform another experiment. Okay, so our topic is demonstration of diffusion in gases using perfume. Yes, so we are coming to perform another experiment using what? Perfume. Yes, so I hope each and everyone have perfume at various what? Houses like that. Yes, so we are coming to perform an experiment to explain diffusion using what? Perfume. Okay. So now, what is the title of our experiment? To the title of the experiment is what? Observing gas diffusion. Yes. Observing what? Gas diffusion. The spray, you cannot use your eye to observe it. If you spray one corner of the room, you cannot use your eye to observe all the particles. That's why you are saying it's what? It's a gas what? Diffusion. It's a gas diffusion. So our title for the experiment is what? Observing gas diffusion. We are coming to what? Observe gas diffusion. Yes. So like if somebody gives bad air at one place and for a few minutes it gets to other end, it's a gas what? Diffusion as well, right? Yes. So we are using perfume for this experiment. So as a matter of that, our title for it is what? Observing gas diffusion. Observing gas diffusion. You cannot use your eye to see it. Observing gas diffusion. Okay. Now, the aim or the purpose of our experiment, the aim or the purpose or the rationality behind this experiment is to what? Investigate the diffusion of perfume molecules through air. Yes. So we are coming to investigate what? The diffusion of what? Of perfume through what? Air. Or the perfume will pass through what? Air. The air will serve as what? As a source of what? Medium. In which the gas will pass through. So we are investigating what? The diffusion of perfume molecules through air. Through what? Air. We are investigating the diffusion of what? Of perfume through what? Air. The perfume will pass through the air and then get what? To the other end. Okay. Now, what are some of the materials we're going to use for the experiment? This one, you have only one material for this experiment. So it is a bottle of inexpensive perfume. Yes. So that's what perfume. Perfume. So someone, I can say, if I use expensive perfume, they are saying that a bottle of inexpensive perfume. So what about if I use expensive perfume? Okay, yes, expensive perfume. So it's also right as well. So the material you are going to use for the experiment is what? Perfume, right? Yes. I think the reason why they said inexpensive one is that concerning students, can supposed to maybe use an inexpensive one, which 30 cities to help you to perform the experiment. So it won't cost you much going to buy 700 cities perfume for that's an experiment. So that's why they are saying inexpensive perfume. So if I group you guys into groups and ask you to perform the same experiment, you are using expensive perfume, you would afford it, right? Yes. So as a matter of that, the material that you are going to use for this experiment is what? Perfume. Any perfume you are going to use. Okay. Now let's talk about what the procedure or the method for this experiment. Now we have our material, the perfume, for the experiments. What are the methods? Okay. So first, it says learning should be spread throughout the classroom. Yes. If you come to the classroom settings, my BA students, you can see that you guys are 20, about 60 students in one class. Yeah. So learning should work spread throughout the classroom. So the learners will occupy the whole room. The learners will occupy the whole room. They will spread throughout the classroom. That's the first method. So some is sitting here, some is sitting here, some is sitting here, they should occupy the whole room. Okay. Now, point 2. Pour or spray a small volume of perfume onto a piece of tissue and leave it in one corner of the classroom. Yes. So now you take a tissue. Yes, any tissue. Then you pour what? You spray small volume of the what? Of the perfume. Yes. And put it at one end of the room. How about getting it? Yes. So you take your tissue, then you spray it. You spray the perfume on it and put it at one end of the room. Yes. So you can see that maybe column at the back of column 1. You can see that page was highly concentrated, right? Highly concentrated. At that moment, that page should be highly concentrated. Within the first 7 seconds that you put that one there, that column 1 page was concentrated. But column 5, they won't hear the smell, right? They won't hear the smell. But it will take what? A few minutes before they can also hear the smell as well, right? However, you are observing it. Okay, yes, so you put that tissue in which you have sprayed the perfume on it at the one corner of the what? Of the classroom. Okay. Learners should raise their hands when they can smell the perfume. Learners should raise their hands when they can smell the perfume. Yes. So if I put those at that side, the column 1 people, those at that side, they what? They will raise up their hand if they can smell it, right? If they can smell what? The perfume. Yes. So the learners can raise up their hand if they can smell the perfume. That's those in column what? In column 1, those around that side. Yes. Okay. Now let's come to the observation. So it says, over a few minutes, the perfume will be smelled by pupils increasingly distant from the perfume. Yes. So over a few minutes, you will see that it is what? The smell is what? Increasing, getting to column 2, getting to column 3, getting to column 4, then finally it will reach what? Column what? 5. How about getting it? So it take what? A few minutes, then the what? The smell what? Will increase. And as a matter of that, for about 5 minutes, it occupied the whole what? Room. Are you getting it? That's why if someone give a bad air, those in column 1 will say, Then those at column 5 will say, yeah, I can't smell anything, I can't smell anything, I can't smell anything. Within the next 2 minutes, they also start what? For them, they will run away from the classroom. Okay, yeah. So it will take what? Time, right? Yes. So we're able to see that the perfume, it will take time. It will reach column 2, column 3, column 4, then finally it will reach column what? 5. Then it will occupy the whole room, right? So that's the observation. That is observation using perfume. That's observation. Okay. Now, conclusion for our experiment. It says diffusion of gas particles also occurs as the perfume evaporates, forms a cloud of high perfume concentration, and diffuse throughout the classroom until at equal concentration throughout. I'm reading it again. Diffusion of gas particles also occurs as the perfume evaporates, forms a cloud of high perfume concentration, and diffuse throughout the classroom until at equal concentration throughout. Yes. So that we can conclude that yes, if you are using perfume as well, and you spray at one corner which is having high concentration, very soon it will take a few minutes, then it will get to the other end of the of the room. Yes, because now you have seen it, right? You know, for sign we base on empirical evidence. So we use the empirical evidence to conclude. So now you have seen it, you have performed the experiments, and you have seen the outcome. You can conclude, right? You have used the perfume to perform the experiment. You spray at one corner, then few minutes it's extended. The smell increase from column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, and it spread the whole room as well. So you can use your empirical evidence to what? Conclude, oh yes it did. When I sprayed at one corner, that place was having high concentration, the other one was having low concentration. It took what, a few minutes, then it was able to what, occupy the whole room. Yes. So this is just a simple experiment. Just a simple experiment. You can also perform this experiment at your various what, houses as well. Yes. Using perfume. I can perform the experiment in my room. To one bedroom. Just take the perfume, spray at one end. It will get to the end as well. So that's a simple experiment. Thank you for enjoying this lesson as well. We'll meet another time.